What I chose to work on in Sean's lab is a process called protein synthesis. Proteins are actually the workhorses in a cell, and they are the products of what is encoded by genes. And for a long time, it had been thought that protein synthesis is required by every cell and is sort of happening in the same way in all different types of cells. What I was able to do was to adapt some new technology that allowed us to measure the amount of protein production within individual cells. What we went on from this to show is that the precise amount of protein that's produced by stem cells is really important for their biology. So when the amount of protein gets reduced or increased, it really affects the stem cell's ability to regenerate the blood-forming system in a negative way. So cancer cells tend to be growing like crazy, and they have to usually increase the amount of protein that they're making in order to sort of compensate for this increased growth. And part of what we found was that that was indeed the case, and if we could block the increase in protein synthesis, we could really have big effects on the development of cancer. One of the approaches that I've really taken from Children's Research Institute and from Sean Morrison and his leadership is that the big discoveries in science aren't made by trying to make small incremental advances in what we know, but really sort of trying to make big discoveries, and that really sort of can change the way we think about a problem or can really be paradigm shifting for the field. And so I want to continue to try to make those types of discoveries and really focus on new creative things that can really affect how we solve problems, how we think about diseases, and really at the end, make a big difference in how we can approach, understanding and treating human disease.